Is it on? Is it? Is it on? Is it on? Can you all hear me? I'm hoping so. We'll be getting started in a couple of minutes, but thought I'd better make sure it's all working before we get started. So hopefully you can all hear me and everything will be wonderful. The microphone seems to be working. The cat is trying desperately to get under my feet. What can you do? Anyway, hello those that are there. What have we got? Right. Just been doing my last wee bit of kind of housekeeping to get ready for this. Realised that I'd stacked up all the lots back to front. So just had to flip them all over so that we can show you it and it goes to the next bit, rather than very quickly running out of space for where everything is going to go. But aye, what can we do? Oh, there's Andrew back. Hello, Andrew. J. Binley. What's the J stand for? Good evening, J. Binley. What is the J? Initials are great, but they're not as good as names, are they? Anyway, that's beside the point. Hopefully, 12 people on already. Evening, Kevin. John. I could probably guess that, but that would have been wrong, wouldn't it? John, James, Jack, Jonas, Jeremiah. There's lots of options. Johan. They're all in there. All right. There's another John. Alan Starbuck is back. Hello. Chop, chop. Sorry, chop, chop, busy, busy, work, work, bang, bang. I'm going to use it all the time. So we'll see how it goes. I've got Carl on. Hello, Carl. Right, that's 19 folk, all of you here. And it's 7 o'clock. So let's just get started. As usual, the lighting in here is absolutely atrocious. But hey, what can you do? The cat is still trying to get under my feet. Hugo, will you just go that way? Go on, go that way. Go. Nice going. Right, so I'm going to try this a wee bit differently to last time. So those of you that joined in last time, thanks for coming back. It's an auction format, obviously, because it's the only way that this can really work. And the bidding will be done in the comments. So I will type into the comments a brief description of the lot, i.e. a number and possibly the author, something along those lines. And then the bidder opens. Everything today I've got, it's all bundles, it's all stacks. If you've had a look at the preview video, you'll have an idea of what's coming up. Everything's just going to start at £1. So last time out, we had cheapy individual books starting at 25 pence. I don't have any of that this time around to try and get through it quicker. So everything's just going to be starting at £1. So whether that's 10 books, 3 books, a special edition on its own, everything just starting at £1. So once I've typed in what that is, then it's open to you guys. I'll be running it for 15, 30 seconds. And whenever a higher bid comes in, I'll give it another 10, 15 seconds just to allow for the lag, because I know that was a bit of an issue last time, a lag on the comments to make sure that people have a chance to react if they choose to do so. Hope that makes sense. When you win a lot, you can do it after you've won one or at the end of the whole thing. If you've won maybe 2 or 3, then you need to send me your YouTube username and your shipping address to bigbundlesofbooks@gmail.com. All that information is in the description for this video and also linked to a wee kind of newsletter thing where I publish it all as well with the full list of everything that's going on. This cat is just sniffing about at the door at the back and I don't know why. Anyway, yep, so once you've won it, if you send me through your username, YouTube username, so I can match it up, and your delivery address, then I can get invoices sent out. If you bought previously, then you don't need to do that because I've already got your details and I can just get an invoice sent out to you there. But if you didn't buy last time, then that's something that needs to be done. Excuse me a moment to get rid of this cat. He's just trying to climb on everything. You go down there and stay down there. Thank you. Right. Shouldn't clap my hands right in front of the microphone. That might have been painful for people. Okay, let's get started. So the first lot we have is, Let's just get over here. And it is Leslie Pierce, and it is lot 1. So that should pop up in the next few seconds. And we have 3 Leslie Pierce books. These sell really well for me in bundles on the old eBay. We've got Belle, Liar, and Deception in hardcover. That's the one that sells the most, and funnily enough, the one I've got the most copies of as it goes. So we've got Leslie Pierce starting at £1 whole. If anybody's interested in that, you can stick it in the comments. If nobody wants it, I'll be listing them on eBay tomorrow, so it's fine by me. Okay, let's give it a wee countdown from 10. Oh, we've got Mick in there, so let's go back to 15 whole seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 14, 13 for 3 Leslie Pierce books, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Mark Hayward on £2 at the moment, that's what I can see. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Mark Hayward, those are yours. So I shall just write that down on my sheet, and then we will move on to the next lot. So that was Mark for 2 squids. Right, we have another of my favourites, James Patterson. And some of these were actually written by James Patterson. You know, it does happen occasionally. We've got Invisible, written with David Ellis. Unsolved, written with David Ellis. Target Alex Cross. The Red Book. 13-Minute Murder. A 19th Christmas. And GP1. Ready to go. So £1 whole for 6 James Patterson thrillers. And like I say, some of them were actually written by him, which, considering the 250 odd titles he's got out there, is not bad. 3 with David Ellis, a couple by him, and 1 with Maxine Beatrill, because it's the Women's Murder Club thing. So we've got Andrew at £2. So let's go down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, Steve's come in for £2.50. So we'll go back down from 15 seconds again. Oh, what have we got? £2.60 from Carl. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Steve's come back in for £2.80. Oh, it's getting exciting now, guys. It's getting exciting now. Let's go down from 10 from there, because I've been blethering over it for a wee bit as well, haven't I? 10, 9, 8, 7. Slow, Carl, you want these bad, don't you? You really do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Did I give it 10 seconds or 15 seconds there? I can't remember. Anyway, that ditherin's probably enough. 3, 2, 1. Carl Davies, they are yours for 3 squids. I'll write it on the sheet. £3 to Carl for those ones. Right. Next. Ooh, exciting. We have Lee Child. We've got 4 Lee Child books. The Visitor, The Affair, No Plan B, written with Andrew Child. And this one, Andrew Grant, that is Andrew Child. And that was his first book that he wrote by himself. So that is in there, and it's called Even. So we are at £1 from Jeremy, £1.25 from John Freegard, £1.50 from Mark. So let's give it a wee countdown, shall we, for these 4 delightful Lee Child books. 15, 14, 13. Oh, They Call You Tell, £1.75. James Milligan in for 2. Hello again, James. 14, 13, Oh, sorry, Mark. James beat you with that 2 there. 13, 12. Carl's at £2.10. 14, 13, 12, 11. At some point, I'm going to forget how to count backwards and it will go wrong. But for now, we're okay. 9. Oh, James is in again at £2.40. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, £2.40 to Mr. James Milligan at the moment. I was at 6, wasn't I? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Oh, Mark, you get in at the 250, so we'll give it another 15 seconds just to make sure it's all above board and fair. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold, Mark Hayward. This time we're closing it out. So let's just stick your name on the sheet again. Mark Hayward, and that were £2.50 for some lovely Lee Child. Right. Trilogies. It was meant to just say trilogies, but I got that completely wrong, didn't I? Right, we have 2 trilogies up next. We've got The Hunger Games and the Divergent trilogy. So one is by Veronica Roth and one isn't because it's by Suzanne Collins. Both sell well as sets online. I think these covers, these editions, sell better than the kind of fancy, shiny looking all black covers and all of them. But they go quite well either way. Starting at £1 for 2 trilogies, 6 books in total. Where are they? There they are. Yeah, so let's count down from 15, see if anybody wants them. 15, 14. Oh, £3 in straight away from Mr. Starbuck. So James and Bargain Hunter, you've just missed out on that one there, I'm afraid. Let's count down, shall we? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Carl's in at £3.10, just as I said 10. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. Probably not. 14, £4 from James Crowther. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, it's getting exciting, isn't it? 4, 3, £4.10 from Carl. You just wait until I've counted all the way down, so I've got to go back to the top and start again, haven't you? Yeah. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Getting ready to put them down. 2, 1. Carl Davies, they are yours. So we've got Carl and Mark running away with it today. Grabbing all the bargains. £4.10. Right, this next lot. The World War II bundle. So we've got some kind of vintage paperbacks. Freedom the Spur. Cornelius Ryan, A Bridge Too Far. You've maybe seen the movie. Saying nothing about that, but it is historically, it's very interesting. Just ideologically horrific. Panzer Ace, big hardcover book there, and Steel Inferno by Michael Reynolds. So both on the Panzers, those ones. We've got Jeffrey in at £3 for this lot here at the moment. And there's one more in this lot. World War II. It's a beast. So it's a fairly famous book, that one, shall we say. They're all in there. So let's see, Mein Kampf. I found it in a bundle. I didn't know what to do with it. If somebody wants it, it's there for the taking. But I'll say no more on it. Anyway, Kevin R is up at £5.10. So shall we start a wee countdown from there? 15. 14. Oh, James has come in at £6 for Jeffrey. 15, 14, 13, 12. James is in at 7. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I would count down with my fingers, but I'm likely to lose count because my hands are the wrong way around in the camera, which is very confusing. £7 from James. We're nearly up. Oh, £7.50. Good, because my fingers were getting a bit cramped there. So 15, 14, 13. He's back again. Right, say hello and say goodbye. Thank you. 12. £8 from James. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James Milligan, they are yours. I'll write your name in the sheet. And that was £8. Right. A single book. A little book all on its own. Ultimate Star Wars. Don't know why I did that voice. It's in its slipcase. It's lovely big. DK, Dorian Kinders. You know what these books are like. They're always the same. Lots of glossy pictures. And this one comes with, I'm not going to take them all the way out because they're a pain to slide back in, but 2 exclusive prints from the movie as well. So it's got a foreword by Anthony Daniels, who played CP3O. Let's see if I can get it back into this slipcase easily enough. What have we got to? They call you tell at 2. Oh, sorry, James is in at £3.50. So James Milligan, £3.50 so far. £3.75 from Andrew Ward. Andrew's at £3.75. Does anybody want it more than Andrew? That's the question, isn't it? Who wants it more? Oh, looks like James wants it more. He's in at £4.25. £4.25 for this large, heavy book. I don't go to the gym anymore. I just pick these up all the time. It's great. £4.25 from Mr. James Milligan. Let's count down from 15, shall we? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James, it's yours for £4.25. I'll put it in the pile. It's James Milligan, £4.25. Right, another bundle. You're welcome, James. Grisham. There's a clue there in that word that I just used about what this bundle is. Well, that wasn't a clue, it was me telling you what it is. A bundle of John Grisham paperbacks. Now, if nobody wants these, just don't bid. I'm quite happy to list these up. A whole load of these going out again today, so I'm delighted to keep them. Oh, Jeremy, man. Right, okay, it's going now, isn't it? We've got Alan is on for £4 for, what was it, 9 of them? Was it 9? Yes, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 John Grisham paperbacks. A couple of the wee ones up the top, and the rest are all your standard size papier backies. And we've got James Milligan is in at a £5 now. So let us count down. £5.50. Oh, Alan's got in at the £5.50 before Andre. So if you want it, Andre, you're going to have to go more. Oh, Carl's in at £5.60. Right, this is getting a wee bit interesting now. John Grisham is obviously popular. But if you want these, it is not. Yeah, does that work? Is that a bad joke? Right, okay. Let's count down then, shall we? Andre's coming at £5.80, so let's go 15, 14, 13, 2. Carl back at 6, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 0. Steve, man. £6.10. £6.20 from Carl. Oh, he's scrapping this out. Just get your gloves and a ring and deal with it that way. 15, 14, 13, 12. Now James is in the fight. 15, 14, Carl's back again. 14, 13, 12, we're at £6.40 from Mr. Carl Davies. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, just in case you forgot, it's for the John Grisham books. 7, 6, thereabouts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carl, they're yours for £6.40. I'll write your name on the sheet. There we go. Right. On to the next lot, which is quite different from John Grisham. So we will put in, I can't spell, I can't type, I can't do anything. We've got women's fiction, which is really umpteen different genres just lumped into the one for the sake of doing this. And that's them there. We have a wee look at them. We've got a couple of Jenny Colgan. Oh, new to me, and at £1.50 straight away. Well, you're not wasting any time, are you? We've got one of the Katies, Katie Flynn. Dina Jeffries. £2.50 from Jeremy. A bit of Marion Keyes. Jane Costello. Jojo Moyes. My top-selling women's author at the moment, Dilly Court. They fly, absolutely fly. And then one more, Marion Keyes, hiding at the bottom there. So we've got Jeremy is on at the moment for £2.50. Will we count down from 15 so Jeremy can get these? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, man. I thought I was getting to the end there. Steve's come in at 275, which just pipped Carl's 270 that he came in with. So we'll go back down again from around about 15. Then it's about 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You did that on purpose, didn't you? You wanted to just get that in there, as I said, 3 to put the 3 in there. That was actually quite clever. Well done. Well done, Carl. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. These are going to Carl for £3 at the moment. 4, 3, 2, 1. Carl Davies, £3. Let's stick your name on those ones as well. £3 for the woman's fiction. Right. One for a slightly more mature audience, perhaps. Let's just type it in. Goosebumps, or Goosebumps, however you want to say it. A stack of scary Goosebumps. Everything from The Haunted Car to, oh man, there's some cracking titles in here, aren't there? Dr. Maniac will see you now. That's possibly my favourite title. Son of Slappy. Everyone knows Slappy. He was creepy. Alan's in at £3 already. The Haunter. Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. One Day at Horrorland. The Creepy Creations of Professor Shock and Escape from Camp. Run for Your Life. It's called Run for Your Life. Why would you even go there? That's just ridiculous. Anyway, if anybody has nightmares tonight after seeing all those terrifying titles, it's not my fault. It's your own fault. Anyway, we've got Alan in at £3 for those 8 R.L. Stein Goosebumps books. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Got my pen ready. I don't need my pen ready just yet because Mark's just come in at £3.50. £4 from Alan. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. These are going for £4 to Mr. Alan Starbuck. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. They've got your name on them now, Alan, for £4. Alan Starbuck. £4. Right. More kids' books. Got a few wee kiddies bundles to rattle through. Treehouse. So I like to sell these in bundles, but I had a slightly out of sync bundle of this lot. So let's say Treehouse 1, and yeah, that's it up there now. So 4 the Something Story Treehouse books by Andy Griffiths and Terry Denton. So we've got the 13, and then it jumps all the way up to the 104, which is quite a big jump. Comes back down to 65, and then in 78. I may have shown them in the wrong order. Maybe it just goes up in line. Anyway, we've got 4 of them, £1. If anybody's interested, counting down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. I'm going to get you to keep some books. 8, 7. I'm not going to get you to keep some books. Alan's in for £1. £1 whole. Oh, Andrew, you were too slow. Alan beat you to it there. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Steve's in for £1.20. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Still Steve at £1.20. 3, 2, 1. Steve, they're yours for £1.20. Let's get that written in. Steve Hogarth, £1.20. Right. One last little lot of kiddie-ish books. Oh, the glare from that light is ridiculous. You get a polish out. Chris Riddle, however you say his name. We've got Ottoline in hardcover, and then Goth Girl and the Ghost of a Mouse. So I always pick these up when I see them because they just look really nice. And then they sell as a nice wee bundle every once in a while. So we've got the 3 of them. Alan's in at 2. I forgot to put in the title of them, didn't I? So I'll just need to keep that track of that in my eye, So we've got Alan at £2 for the 3 Chris Riddle books at the moment. And we'll count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Mr. Alan Starbuck for £2. Get your name on the sheet. And that cat is back. What is he after? It's when they always want about like that. I always think, is there a mouse in the house or something? It just makes you a wee bit nervous. Right. Next, we have Bernard Cornwell. So I'm going to put his name in just now so that I don't forget. And I will go over here and pick them up. So I may disappear for a wee second, but I'm just picking up some books and opening that door so the cat can escape, hopefully. Yay. He's going out the room. Right. Oh, well. Jeffrey's straight in there for £5. I've not even shown what they are yet, although you've probably already seen them. We've got The Pale Horseman, Agincourt, Lords of the North, Enemy of God, and The Winter King. So 5 little Bernard Cornwell paperbacks, a kind of a mix across some of his different series. And Jeffrey's in for £5 for those 5 books. Do we have any advance on £5 for Bernard Cornwell? Count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Jeffrey, you absolutely nailed it going in high there. 1 and a £5 to Jeffrey Smith. Let's get your name on the sheet. And £5 whole. Right, we've got another Bernard Cornwell. I'll just go and grab it. The Strange Cat is back. The Pale Horseman, first edition hardcover, really nice condition. I better put that in as well. Bernard HC, because it's the hardcover one. Let's find the editions page. Hopefully you can see the little one in the middle there. So that's a nice wee hardcover Bernard Cornwall for £1 whole. Who have we got in there? Jeremy Williams in for a quid straight away. No messing about. Let's count down from 15 and see if Jeremy can get this one. 15, 14, 13, 12. The cat just keeps running back and forth. I don't know what's getting there. He never does that. £1.50 from Alan. 11, 10, 9. Just closing the door to hopefully stop him running under my feet. 8, 7, 6, 5. Just to remind myself, we're on the Pale Horseman, Bernard Cornwall, first edition. Oh, new to me's come in at 3. Hey, that had a wee kind of rhyme to it. Let's count down from 15 then, see if new to me can be the buyer, the successful one for 3. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New to me. It's yours for £3. Get your name written down there. £3. Right, a wee stack of classics. I'm going to try and pick up the pace a wee bit here so you don't end up here until midnight, because we really did want this to be a bit quicker. Right, some classics. A bit of mixed condition in these ones. We've got some Proust, Marcel, a bit of Tolstoy, War and Peace. It's a bit rough on the spine, but otherwise it's in pretty good nick, and it'll still hurt someone when you throw it at them, because it's a big book, and that's obviously what it's for. Virgil, I'm not going to try and say that again. £1.50 in from Jeremy. Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. Golf, Faust Part 1. And The 7 Pillars of Wisdom by Lawrence of Arabia. Jeffrey's in at £4 for this lot. I've had a few different copies of the Lawrence of Arabia book, and it does do rather well. This one is 1988. So it's a nice book. It's missing a dust jacket, but that's what it is. We've got Jeremy. So Jeremy's at £4 there. Shall we count down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeremy, yours for £4. Sorry, not Jeremy. It's Jeffrey. James. What? I'm confused now. I'm seeing everyone's got a name beginning with a J, and it's just confused me. Thank goodness there aren't any Johns out there. Oh no, there's 2 here, aren't there? Right, sorry, let's count down again. James is in at £4.50 because he got there before I stopped. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That just got confusing. James Crowther, they are yours. There we go. I got to it at the end, and that was £4.50. Right, a few different bundles coming up now. And make sure I'm picking up the right ones. Yes. We've got them, and them, and them, and them. So Graham Masterton, Greg Hurwitz, Jeffrey Archer, Michael Connolly, the Reverend Richard Coles, David Baldacci, James Henry, Stephen Booth, Linwood Bartley, and an Ian Rankin on the top. And that is starting at £1 for, how many is there? Is it 10? Feels like 10. Yeah, that feels like 10. 10 paperback thrillers for £1. Who wants it? We've got Alan wants it 5 times that. He's gone for a £5 straight away. So Alan Starbuck on £5 for that lovely stack of paperback thrillers, all in pretty good condition, to be honest. And we'll count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan, they're yours for a fiver. So I'll just put them there. Get your name on the sheet. Look for £5. And you have to excuse me one wee moment. I need to go and get rid of this cat. He's going mental. Just de-mic myself for a moment. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. But the next lot up is a stack of, oh, it's the horrors. So you can start thinking about that, and I'll be back in 2 wee secs. What a strange creature he is. Let's see if I can clip this back on so you can still hear me. Hoping I didn't damage anything there in the process of that. Right, so we've got horrors and chillers. And they are Dean Koontz, Deeply Odd, The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice, Stephen King's Finder Keeper, Stephen King, The Institute, and Sean Hootson, Stolen Angels, James Herbert, Secret of Crickley Hall. A couple I've never really seen before, but they look quite cool. Kevin Quigley, Ken Preston. I'm assuming Joe Coffin's the title and Ken Preston's the author. I could be wrong, and it's the other way about, and somebody's just got really weird idea of titles. And Peter Benchley's White Shark, which Jaws geezer. This one's a bit weird, but I quite enjoyed it when I read it. And it is a first edition, US first edition of White Shark. So we've got Kevin in at £2 for that bundle of umpteen horror books. How many's in it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 scary books. And we've got James in at £5. So let's take it from there, shall we? And I will count down from 15 and see if anybody else wants it more than James does for a fiver. And Mark does. He wants it for £5.50. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, James, you're trying to do the timing thing as well, aren't you? Hit it when I'm saying the number. That's quite clever. 12, 11, 10, 9, 14, 13. Mark's in at £6.50. James Crowther in at £6.60. Let's go from 13 because I think that's the number I was at anyway. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. James is back in at £7. 13, 12. I'll start at 13 because it's horrors. Seems appropriate. 12, 11, 10, 9. I'm forgetting the order of numbers now. 8, 7, 6. James Hayward, £7.50. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I do it at some point. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark Hayward, they are yours for £7.50. So I'm going to write that down and not look at the screen so that nobody else can do anything different and get me all confused. Right, next up we have historical fiction. Bit of a mix. So we've got like Philippa Gregory, Hilary Mantel. Oh, Jeffrey's straight in there for a fiver. He's obviously watched the preview. We've got a bit of Ben Kane, The Road to Rome, a bit of Lindsay Davis. I think that's kind of like a detective story set back in the day. Anthony Ritchie's. And there's more. Jean Clady, the captive Queen of Scots. I think that's actually worth a few quid on its own. But I just picked it up randomly, so I thought I'd add it to this pile. We've got a Douglas Jackson, Alan Massey, or Macy. I'm assuming it's Massey because there's two S's. And Christian Cameron, Tyrant. So that's part of a series as well. A lot of these are parts of a series, but they're still quite good books on their own. Right, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Steve's in at £5.50. Sorry, it sat for so long there, Jeffrey. If I'd counted faster, it would have been yours, but that's on me. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. James Crowther in at £6.10 when I said the number 2. Cutting it fine, cutting it fine. Let's go from 12 because I've probably spoken for at least 3 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James Crowther, £6.10. There we go. Another lot dealt with. Right. More thrillers. I think this is the thriller 3-1. I think this is the third lot of thrillers. Maybe it's only the second, but I'm now seeing it's the third, so that's fine. Right, we've got another stack of popular thrillers. You may spot a theme here. Kate Atkinson, Karen Rose, Lisa Joel, Anne Cleves, R.L.J. Ross, Val McDermott, Tess Gerritsen, Karen Slaughter, Mary Higgins Clark, and J.K. Rowling. Roberta Galbraith, as some call her. So another big bundle of popular thrillers. Popular is a fair word to describe all of those. Again, starting at £1. So anybody want that lot for £1? Make it quick because J.K. Rowling weighs a ton. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, I'm glad somebody put a bid in there. I'm going to have to put them down. So they really are heavy holding up like that. Steve's in at £3. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Mark Hayward, £3.50. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. £4 from Steve. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We'll give it another few seconds. I've got the clock in front of me. I could just watch that and let it count up the way from wherever it was for another 5 seconds, shall we say. 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve Ogarth, they are yours. I'm just going to put them in their spot back there. And then write your name on the sheet. Steve Ogarth. And it was £4. Right. Now, I think this is actually Thriller Bundle 3, but we'll call it Thriller Bundle 4. Blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about words. They're not important. Right. This time we have another bit of a selection. James Oswald, Gerald Seymour, Joe Nesbo, Ian Rankin, Peter May, Peter James, Mark Billingham, Denzel Merrick, Stuart McBride, and another Val McDermott on the top there. So another bundle of 10 books starting at £1. Who wants them? Let's count down from 15, 14, 13. We've got £4 in there from Steve. He's just saying, dealing with it how it is, you know. £4 won on the last lot, and he wants this lot for £4 too. So nobody else bid. These are Steve's now. You're not allowed to... Carl, well, you're not listening, man. Right, £5 to Carl. 15, 14, 13, 12. £5.60 from Steve. He ain't messing about. 15, 14, £6 from Carl. This is getting tight. This is getting tight. There must be something good in here that I've missed. Aye. What are we up to? £6.20 from Steve. I'm going to put these down because they just weigh a ton, holding them up like that. And we'll count down from 15 and see if somebody's going to get these. 1, 14, 13, 12, £6.60 from Carl. Is that where we were before? I believe it was. Maybe not, but we'll say it is. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carl Davies, £6.60. Carl Davies, £6.60. Right. Okie dokie. Right. David Williams. Does not everybody love? I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, I'll be perfectly honest. But we have a stack of David Williams paperback books. I've picked up dozens and dozens and dozens of these lately, so I was able to make up quite a nice little stack. No duplicates, all different titles, so great to read yourself. If you're looking for something really intellectual, deep and meaningful, David Williams is definitely the man for you. What have we got? We've got James in at £4 because he wants The Midnight Gang, Mr. Stink, The Boy in the Dress, The Ice Monster, Rat Burger, Billionaire Boy, Grandpa's Great Escape, Gangster Granny, Awful Auntie, and Demon Dentist. But now, Alan Williscroft, you're in there for £6 there. You beat James Milligan to it, just to know more. So we're at £6 for 10 David Williams books. No, now it's £6.50. So we'll start counting down now. I'm going to put these down because they're heavy. They're all heavy. They're books. Of course they're heavy. £6.50, 15, £6.70, 15, 14, 13. Well, so that's going to take us to exactly 47 minutes on my clock. So that means that, £7.10. So that'll take us to 47 minutes and 10 seconds on my clock. Don't know if it's the same count for everyone else. £7.10 from James. And we are at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James Milligan, £7.10. All right, get your name on the sheet. James Milligan, £7.10. Right, second lot of David Williams. And these are even heavier. Not particularly heavy, but you know what I mean. Hardcover, David Williams. One or two of these, I think, are first editions. Can't remember which ones. But let's just say DWHC1, just to get that in there. And Alan's come in at £4 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 David Williams hardcover books. That'd cost you like £6,000 if you were to buy them new in the shops, and you can get them for a £5. Jamie Scott. So Jamie Scott was the first one in there for a £5. Does anybody want to pay more than a £5 for possibly £500,000 worth of books right there in my hand? Oh, £5.50. Carl was in at £5, but now it's £5.50, £6. James Milligan in at £6 first, beat Carl Davis to it just to no more. We're going to give it 15 seconds, which will take me to 15 seconds further on than the clock said was when it started. Alan's in at £6.50, so we'll give it another 10 seconds from now. 9, 8, £7. So we'll reset that again, another 10 seconds. £7 for James Milligan. Oh, the lag is catching everyone out here. It's at £7 for James, £7.10 for Carl. Will we give it 10 from now? 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, Alan's coming at £7.20. £7.30 to James. Carl, you were just too slow. So £7.30 for Mr. James Milligan at the moment. £7.40. Do we hear any more than £7.40? Do I hear £7.41? Does anybody want to pay £7.41 for these 7 spectacular David Williams hardcover books? Oh, £7.50. James Milligan. Oh, these are getting heavy. I'll hold them in the other hand for a little while. Aren't they pretty? £7.50. £7.60 from Alan. 10, 9, £7.61. You're going to get one for that now, aren't you, Carl? £7.70. Do I hear £7? Well, we don't do halfpennies anymore, do we? No, they don't exist. £7.70 to James. We'll give it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, cutting it fine, Carl. Cutting it fine. We'll give it another wee 10 seconds from there, shall we? Starting around about now. 9, 8, 7, £8 to Carl Davies at the moment. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold. Carl Davies, £8. Oh, and I'm glad to put them down. Let me tell you. Oh, Jamie, did the delay catch you out? Will we get... Right, I know the delay's an issue. So sorry, Carl. I'm just... Oh, Jamie's retracted his message. They're yours, Carl. They're yours. It's fine. I don't have to flip-flop on that one. So 8 squids for Carl Davies. It's all right, Jamie. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you will be desperate for this next lot, which is possibly the lot of the event. I'm excited to see them. I'm excited to sell them. I'm excited to show them. Wow. I may end up giving these away. I, Houdini, the autobiography written by a hamster. I think it's made up. Houdini's magic. Oh, bad lag. Oh dear. Amazing Amuse Your Friends. Paul Daniels, more magic. So You Want to Be a Magician, which is kind of counterintuitive to the Friends thing. That's a lie. I do a bit of magic. I quite enjoy it. Another Paul Daniels book and David Nixon's magic box. So I was grabbing a whole load of vintage paperbacks, and these were in amongst them. So I just grabbed them and thought, see if anybody wants them. I have no idea if they're worth any money whatsoever. I'll be honest. I've not even bothered looking them up. But it's maybe a bit of nostalgia for someone. Kevin R in at £2.50. There we go. Kevin wants these for £2.50. The Paul Daniels. You remember Paul Daniels? I grew up with the guy. Not literally, but he was on the telly a lot. So let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ooh, £4 from John. So we'll go back and start the counting again. Aye. 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, that's right order, isn't it? 9, 8, 7, 6. What was her name? Debbie McGee? Is it Poland? 5, £4.25 from Steve. So let's go back up and count down from £6 from John. You know something about these, don't you, John, that I don't? But I'm sure there must be a couple of interesting books in there. You know what I mean? Just it was the Paul Daniels ones that caught my eye because that's somebody I recognise from the childhood. But we've got John Matthews at 6 squids, 10, 9, 8, £6.25 from Steve. I did not expect these to be the most popular item of the day, but there you go. The lovely Debbie McGee, that's right. Were they married? Were they a couple? I think they were, weren't they? £8 from John Matthews. So to my huge surprise, which is not difficult to surprise me, let's be honest, we've got this lot of lovely magic books, which are currently going for £8 to Mr. John Matthews. 10, 9, 8. They were married. Thank you, Paul. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Matthews, you got these from £8. I think you'll like it. Not a lot. Is that just maybe? Anyway, yeah, you've got that bundle of magic books, John, and they're £8. Yes, we remember that joke. John Matthews, £8. And he's getting the millionaire Paul Daniels. Right. I will put them there. Next up, we have... Used to have David Nixon as a kid. See a famous one then? It's not a name I recognised, I'll be honest. But he had a book, so it must have been good. Right, we've got some music books. Ooh, if you couldn't see my hands, they would look like they were floating. Bez. John Peel, Keith Richards, Freddie Mercury, some of the, baddest musicians ever. Jimi Hendrix. I mean, these guys were hardcore, but none of them were Barry Manilow. Nice wee stack. I've got another couple of biggies to show you that are at the bottom of that there, but I thought I would run through those main ones first. And this came in kind of late, so it's just classic blues for easy guitar. These ones sell quite well for me usually, but Dust My Broom, I'm Your Hoochie Coochie Man, Sweet Home Chicago, Every Day I Have the Blues. That's what you can learn to play, classic blues for easy guitar, and kind of vintage illustrated history of the Doors. And we are at £9.50 for Steve Hogarth at the moment. I quite like this Doors book. It's got interviews, all the famous photo shoots, all the usual bits and pieces. And I'm going to stick that in its pile at the moment, just while you fight that out. £10.25 now from Steve. Wasn't he pretty? I'm sure he still is. Nobody can rock white jeans and a cut-off t-shirt quite like Barry Manilow. £11.25 from Steve. Let's just put these over where they need to be. Obviously, the greatest musician, because he can play the maracas. Bez, what a man. £12.25 from Steve for that now. It just keeps going up and up and up. And room full of mirrors. I love it when you buy an old book that says it was only £1 at the time. And it's just so much better. A biography of Jimi Hendrix by Charles R. Cross. 15, 14, we're at £13.25. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I really had to think about that there. Oh, 14 from Alan, so that's where we'll start counting. 14, 13, 12, 11, £14.25 from Steve. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve, they're yours for £14.25. Let's get your name on the sheet and admit it. It was the Barry Manilow that sold it to you. I'm being slightly down on that, but that's probably the one that's worth all the money in that lot, isn't it? Yeah. Right, Copacabana. Next we have a kids one, which is, so I was making up some various kids books bundles because I know they sell well and they're popular, and I thought to hang with it, they're all just going in the one. So we've got in this bundle 43 books in total. We've got a whack of Paddington, a wodge of Mr. Men, more Paddington in a rather bashed up box, but the books are in good nick. If I can remember how to open it. There you go, more Paddington books. After that, we've got Harry and the Dinosaurs and the Bucket Full of Stories. It's just one big book, but it's 5 of these little books wrapped into one. We've got the Reverend W. Awdry, Thomas the Tank Engine, big compendium of like all the original Thomas stories before they all started getting rewritten by all sorts of individuals around the world. And then we have a couple of Right Kippers. Some Pepper. We've got an Australian edition at the back. And a stack of Meg and Mog. See, I had various bundles of these made up. Some of these are actually bundled up just to list myself, sticking them up for 10, 15 quid a bundle. And I thought, let's just see if you guys want them and see what happens. So Alan has come in at 14 pounds. So Pepper is nearly more popular than Barry Manilow. What does that tell you about the world? I don't know. but we've got Alan has come in at 14 quid for that big bundle of 43 books, and we'll start counting down whilst I move them to their place. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Oh, we've got £18 in from Starbuck. Starbuck, that's what's the program that you're named after? I know that you're not named after the program because that's your name. £20 from Mr. Starbuck. Do we have any more than 20 for that? Shall we count down from 15? Let him win. Oh, Alan's come in at 21. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I'm kind of rushing this now. I'm going to go into the good books because they're coming next. 7, Battlestar Galactica. That's the one. Yeah, Face Man, wasn't it? Yeah, Templeton Peck. Was that you? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Dirk Benedict, that was his real name, wasn't it? 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan, they're yours for 21 squids. Get your name on the sheet. Alan Rosecroft, £21. Right. From classics to classics. Just William. All right. That's just a lot of Allens going on there, wasn't it? Alan, 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 Alan. Dave! Right. William the Bold. William the Bad. More William. William the Tramp. Now, these are all, I think, reprints. So, I know first edition Williams in good nick can be worth a fair few quid. The reprints can still do okay if you get a set. So this one, 1963. What was that? £2 from Dave. 1963. These may all be 1963. There's oh, this is an older one. It's not a first edition. It is a 10th impression from 1925. There you go, 1925 for more William. If it had the disc cover, that would be worth a few quid. And 1964. So 3 of them from the 60s, 1 from the 20s. And you can see, I think they didn't have paperbacks back then, so they would bring out the first edition, and then they would bring out a cheap edition, which would be a cheaper cloth binding and glued in the spine rather than like properly sewn up. And that's what that one is. But 199 years late, 99 years. That, wow. 2 quid from Dave Martell. We'll count down from 10 because I've just been blethering away there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dave, they're yours for £2. 99-year-old book for 2 quid. Who'd have thunk it, eh? Right. Last of the mini lots. Let's just type TV in there. And we've got a bunch of like TV and movie vintage paperbacks. The Black Hole. Mandingo. Wonder what that's about. Kojak. Best haircut on TV ever. More Kojak. Shame about the specs. Love the collar. Starsky and Hutch. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And Grange Hill. And it doesn't really fit with the rest of them, but it was there. So I've chucked them all together. I've sold quite a few of the vintage movie books, a couple of the TV ones, myself on eBay. They don't go for huge money. I'm not going to try to kid on to anybody that these are like super, super valuable books, but it is a nice wee set as it goes. And we've got £3 from Kevin R. Does anybody want them more than £3 worth? And Paul French, £5. So we'll count now from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Still at £5 from Paul. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh, you were cutting that fine there, weren't you, James? £5.10 from James. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James, they're yours for £5.10. James Crowther, £5.10. Right. Next. No Allens at all. That's true. That doesn't happen often, does it? Right. See if there's any Allens on this one. Steve Jackson's Starship Traveler. It's the Starship Traveler. Wonderful book. Fighting Fantasy game book number 4. And it is, I'll show you this. First edition. So first published paperback, 1983. So not quite as old as the Just William book, but still is pretty old. I've sold this one once or twice. And I've got a few other editions as well that go very, very nicely. Jeffrey's in at a £5 for that one. So let's go 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. This is much easier to hold up than those David Williams. 8, 7, 6. Oh, £5.10 from Alan. So let's go back up to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan, it's yours for £5.10. There we go. We had an Alan. An auction's nothing without an Alan. Alan Willis-Croft. £5.10. Right. We're moving on now, aren't we? Let's just type this in and then I'll go and pick it up because it's a bit of a monster. Hey. Frank Herbert, The Great June Trilogy. Jeffrey straight in, £6 for The Great June Trilogy. It's really nice condition. It's a wee bit dusty on the top, but the spine, although it's got a curve to it because it's a big book, it is unbroken. I don't think this has ever been read. I think this has been sat on somebody's shelf so that they can say they've got the June books, whether they've read them or not. Alan's in at £7 now. I've read the first one. I haven't read any of the others. The first one's brilliant. Really enjoyed it just last year. £9, Jeffrey Smith. Let's count down from 15, shall we? 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, £9.10 from Alan. 12, 11, 10, 9, £10.50 from Jeffrey. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, £10.51. You're getting the hang of this, aren't you? Just bump it up by a penny, man. Just chuck a penny on. Get it for a penny. Oh, Jeffrey's just blown you out the water there with £11. Where would be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeffrey, it's yours for £11. Jeffrey, and it was 11 I said. Yes, 11. So that will go in that pile there. Excellent. Right. What have we got? We've got Donna Tartt, The Goldfinch. First edition, hardcover. A I keep selling, what's that other book? Whatever it's called. Anyway, I really like this one because I want you to see that. It comes with like a wee print of the goldfinch artwork by whoever the artist is that did the painting that it's all about. I've not watched the film yet. I've not read the book either, but we've got Andrew in at £5 for that one, and then Alan in at £6. It's not an auction without an Alan. I think this has to be something going forward. It is not an auction without an Alan. That's what we'll have going for the rest of time. You'll see it all over everything soon. Not an auction without an Alan. Alan Williscroft, £6, 15, 14. Oh, you can't win without a Carl. And Andrew's in at £6.50. Right, it's all kicking off here now, isn't it? The Goldfinch, first edition, Donna Tartt with a nice little picture on the inside. £6.60 at the moment to Alan. Well, one of the Allans. We've got many of them. Let's count down. 15, 14, £6.70, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, £7. You're all getting very good at getting that number just when I get to that part in the count. I'll maybe start counting from like 5,000. Might work. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Mark's getting excited. 1. Sold. Mark Hayward, £7. Let's get your name on the sheet, Mark. Mark Hayward, and then the number 7. Right. Now, these I'm not very sure about. I'll be perfectly honest. I've picked these up over like the last probably couple of months. These Chris Ryan hardcovers. And they're all autographed, signed by Chris Ryan. There's not a huge value to them. Again, I'm not going to go, they're worth like £500 each. They're worth a bit more than his books normally would be, but just because, especially with that's a nice set, I thought somebody out there might be interested in 5 signed, all of them signed, Chris Ryan books. Showed you the one at the top. Let's show you the one at the bottom. Look, even says it, Asda 9.96, signed by the author, which makes you wonder just how common these may have been. You know, how bad was the cramp in his hand after churning out all of these over that time. But still, if you're a Chris Ryan fan, then absolutely brilliant. There's no doubt about it. There we go. I think he prefers his Sharpie to his biro. What have we got? We've got James is up at £6 for this one at the moment. So 5 signed hardcover books. You know what I'm saying? By Chris Ryan himself. Hellfire, Blackout, Firefight, Ultimate Weapon, Land of Fire. And we're at £6.10 from Alan. Because can't have an auction without an Alan. £6.10. Alan Williscroft, let's count down from 15 because these boys are heavy. 14, 13, 7. So we'll swap hands to count down again. Got to keep the exercise balanced. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I think I had these listed, some of them for like a tenner each. But, you know, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. James, they are yours for £7. Let's just write your name there. James Milligan. 7 squids. Excellent. Right, let's stick these there, right, and grab the next 2. So another 2 signed books, this time by Peter May. So again, it says it on the front. So when it says that like that, you know somebody sat in a wee room somewhere with either a bundle of books or a bundle of tip-in pages. In this case, it's the books, and they've sat and they've scribbled their name in them. And then they've gone on the shop floor and being sold to the general public. That's in there. So at least Peter's actually signed these books. And I like to call him Peter because my gran was friends with his mammy. So I met his mum years ago, just when he was just back from China. Anyway, Peter May, 2 hardcover books, both of them signed. Alan's in at £3, beating Jeremy's £2 bid. Does anybody want Peter May's autograph twice for more than £3? You know, got to ask, that's a big life decision that you're going to be making with that lot there. Both Peter May books, both of them signed. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, £3.50 from Steve Hogarth. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, £3.60 from Alan. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan, they're yours for £3.60. Let's get your name on the sheet. £3.60. Oh, right. They go there. Right. In the last wee stretch here. Right. Let's. Now, I was in two minds about putting these up because they do sell for really good money on eBay. And they seem to sell really quick. But I'd said, right, everything I pick up, I'll put in the auction, you know, regardless of whether it's high value, low value, whatever. I didn't want to go cherry picking them, just to make sure that you guys get to share some. Yes, Miss Moneypenny, you must share some of my misfortune, or some of my good fortune as well. Wallace and Gromit, 1 book, 2 books, or 1 book, 2 book. It's back to front, and this camera shot here, it's all mirrored. Very confusing for me here. We've got £3.50. Alan's in. Pip and Kevin R's £2.50. So for Wallace and Gromit, 2 Haynes manuals, the 2 of them separately can sell for more than £3.50. That's a fact, by the way. £3.50. We'll count down from 15. Oh, £3.99. Oh, you're just leaving that door open for the £4 bid, aren't you, Kevin? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, £4.50 from Alan. Where was I? 12. So let's just start at 12 again. 12, 11, 10, 9, £4.51. I do find that quite amusing. 12, 11, 10, 9, £4.60. 12, 11, 10, £5. Alan, you do not mess about, do you, mate? You just get in there. £5 to Alan at the moment. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, £5 and a penny from Kevin R. 8, 7. Oh, I should have started a bell there to give the lag time, shouldn't I? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, £5.10 from James Crowther. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start from just 10 seconds and then that's going to be it. 10, 9, 8, 7, £5.11 to Kevin R. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, £5.12. This is a long time to make an extra penny, isn't it? Right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, £5.20 to Kevin R. Well, that's a big step up, a whole 8 pence. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kevin R, they're yours for £5.20. That was a hard fight there. Most I'm using. That's That's what I get for saying, bid up penny increments if you want. I care not. They're all going out the same place. Right, I'll bring a few of these over at once. And move on to the next page, which is the last page. So first up, we've got some sign books. Lindsay Littleson, A Pattern of Secrets. You beat an Alan on that one. You certainly did. I bet you can beat him in all the rest as well. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Keep reading, Lindsay Littleson. I don't know why she's telling herself to keep reading, because she's a writer. You'd expect that she does read anyway, but it's signed by Lindsay Littleson. A Pattern of Secrets. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Alan's in it for £1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, £2 to John YLM. Well, which beats Kevin R's 120. You're just going to try and outdo Alan's all the time, aren't you? That's the spirit, But we're with John at the moment at £2. 10, 9, 8, 7, £2.10 to Steve Hogarth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve, it's yours for £2.10. And I just realised I sat all those books on top of my sheet to write everything on, so I couldn't write on it, which was a bit of a schoolboy error on my part. I'm good at them lately. Right, so that one goes there. And next up, we've got Eve somebody. Wersocky Morris. Eve Morris. Let's go with Eve Morris. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, and I don't want to cause any offence to anyone, not on purpose. So, The Bird Singers by Eve. Bit of a lazy signature, that one. She's just written her first name, It's all going on, and she just writes her first name. And we've got £1 from Alan. So, anybody want to beat an Alan? 15, 14, 13, £1.40 from Steve. Steve is beating the Alan. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, £1.50. Let's start from 10ish again, shall we? 10, 9, £1.65. It's suddenly jumped there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Steve Hogarth. Sorry, I keep missing the H in your name. It's not intentional. It's just because I'm Scottish. That's no excuse at all, actually. We've got Steve again, and £1.65 this time. So there you go. Steve has picked up 2 signed paperbacks for less than £4, plus postage and packaging. Right, we've got some Christopher Brookmeyer next. So let's call this Chris 1 for 1. Christopher Brookmeyer. And I'm calling him Christopher because that's his name. It's not Chris. He started calling himself Chris when he got away from all his really funny stuff, which was annoying. But Chris Brookmeyer, Where the Bodies Are Buried, still a very good book. And this one, Michael, this one's for you, right? Just accept that. This is yours, Michael. To Michael, Chris Brookmeyer. And it's starting at £1. So who wants a Chris Brookmeyer? Glasgow author, therefore possibly one of the best ever. Chris Brookmeyer, signed book, £1. To Michael. To Michael. Do we have a Michael on today? Where is Michael? Jeremy, your name is not Michael. That doesn't work, man. But we'll allow it. We'll allow it. Steve's coming at £1.20. So both Jeremy and Steve want to change their name to Michael. Does anybody else want to be a Michael? Or are you just going to take the Michael? I don't know. Steve Hogarth, £1.20. Let's count down from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, £1.30, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 135, oh, £2.60. James, you ain't messing about, mate. James Crowther, £2.60, and we're at 10 seconds to go. And I'm looking at the clock, so I know when that time will be up without having to count from 10 all the time. Instead, I will just say 3, 2, 1. Sold. James Crowther, £2.60. So it's quite good. When the top of my head blinds you all, you know that the bidding's ended for any particular item. It's handy, that, isn't it? Right. Luckily, for those that just missed out, we've got another Christopher Brookmeyer. This time it is Fallen Angel, or Alan. It's Alan Angel. It's another Alan. Oh, who'd have thunk it, eh? Right, so Alan Angel, Jeremy Williams is in £1.20 for Alan Angel, and this one is made out to Jim. To Jim. So James, where are you? Come on, James, man. You were in for the last one, and it was Michael's. This one's yours. This one is yours. Do not miss out. We've got Alan in at £1.50. Alan, other Alan, Alan S, Alan Starbuck in for £1.75. Neither of them are called Jim, but we've got a Jim, we've got a James. You're there. Why are you not? I mean, like £100, man. Just go for just £100. Nobody will beat you at £100, guaranteed. Oh, we've got James Milligan as well. Sorry, James M. I forgot about you there. I haven't seen your name for like a wee while, so I missed out on that. But yep, so Jim and Jim are both fighting over. Oh, which items? There they go. Alan Angel for £2.40 we're at the moment for James Crowther. So Jim Crowther, £2.40. This book has your name written all over it, and we're going to count down from 10 seconds about now so that nobody else can take it away from you, except perhaps James Milligan, who's bid £2.50, because he's a Jim as well. Do you call yourself Jim James? Jim James? Jim? It's now just sounding weird when I say it. £2.70 from James Crowther. Right, let's count down. 15, 14, 13. Ah, see, he is a Jim. James is a Jim. Jim Milligan. Jim. Right, I'm doing 10 seconds in my head from now because mouth parts working not well now. Much stuff. 5, 4, 3. Oh, Jim Milligan. He's after his Alan Angel. That's for Jim from Chris. We're at £3. We'll go from 10 seconds from about now, which takes us to £3.20 from the other Jim. Oh, it's just a proper gym session here, isn't it? That's why I'm working up a sweat. No cardio, just pure power. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. See how the Allens have just faded into insignificance on this particular auction? That's a bit amusing, that one. 3, 2, 1. Jim, it's yours. Jim Crowther, that is. Let's get your name on this one as well. And that was £3.20. Excellent. Right. What was next? Sorry, Allens. There's nothing wrong with Allens. Allens are wonderful people. They are people just like the rest of us. So don't beat down on the Allens. Right. Peter James, absolute proof. And if you want proof, it says signed copy. And it's another Sharpie lover. They do like their Sharpies, don't they? One of a limited edition, signed by the author. One of a limited edition. Yeah, well, everything's a limited edition, isn't it? Anyway, we are at, what was it, say £1.10. Only James before a clump from your mum. Fair enough. I understand that completely. Alan is coming at £2.75 and blown the rest of you out of the water. So Alan is at £2.75 for James Brown. James Brown? Peter James, absolute proof. I feel good, but I don't know why I said James Brown. £2.75, Alan Williscroft, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan, it's yours for £2.75. So the Allens are back in the room. What did I say? £2.75. There we go. £2.75. Right. We're on the next few. Right. What shall we call her? Oh, I know. I said an hour and we've hit 90 minutes. I'm not very good at the summer. I do try not to blether on and on and on and on and on. But it is what it is. We'll be done in a few minutes. We've only got only 4 listings left. So it'll be shorter than the last one by at least an hour. So that's something at least. Tahir. Sabah. The Sky Beyond the Storm. It's got pinky purple pages. And it is signed by the author. Another kind of lazy signature. I mean, Sabah, please don't take offense, but that's a lazy signature. You know what I mean? We want to see some, it's a bit of flourish, but we want to see some flourish and some, you know, meet it out a bit, meet it out. Anyway, Andrew Ward is in at £4 for Sabah Tahir's. It's got a wee bit by Brandon Sanderson on the front. I should be able to say his name because he's coming up soon. Sabah Tahir shows us light in darkness, hope in a world of despair, and the human spirit reaching for greatness in difficult times. And it's got a big fiery tiger panther thing as well. So we're at £4 from Andrew Ward for this lovely, is that a Fairy Loot? Is this a Fairy Loot book? No, first edition, signed copy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, £4.10 from Steve. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, £5 from Andrew. See, it's not my fault that this is taking so long. You people keep bidding and things, and that takes time. See, if nobody bid, this would have been over an hour ago. You know? So don't blame me. Anyway, we're at £5, Andrew Ward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew, it's yours for a £5. Let's get your name on the sheet and rush on to the next. We're going to call this one Emily. Emily 1. This Golden Flame. It's got pretty colours as well. There you go. Nice wee fantasy, a page-turning adventure. That was said by Audrey Coulthurst, author of Fire and Stars. There you go. She obviously knows what she's talking about. The Golden Flame. Is this a lazy signature? Oh my God. Look at that. That's a doodle. That's not even a signature. Oh dear. Emily, sorry, you have scored the lowest on fancy signatures today. Still, it is a lovely Fairy Loot exclusive signed edition of This Golden Flame, signed by the author Emily Victoria. Yeah, okay, well, that might say EV. I don't know, but, you know, put some effort into it, people. You know, we want big flourishes. There's a first edition CDB one on that there. Where are we at? We're at £5, £4.99. £5 from Alan. So it's back into the Allens. Alan. Dave. £5.50 from Andrew. Mondrew. Do you get called Drew? Or is that a Scottish thing? I don't know. Andrew Ward, £5.50. Come on, Andrew. You've got a fantastic haircut like me, so you should love this book. £5.75 from Alan. Oh, it's back to the Allens, man. No, not dissing the Allens at all. Allens, but Allens, in fact, Allens, you guys get together, show the rest of them how it's done. Show them show them this golden flame is going to be an Alan's book before this auction is over. And we're going to count down from 10, 9. Oh, it's going to be an Andrew. Alan, you're not going to win it because an Andrew's going to win it this time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew Ward, £5.90. It's an Andrew's book. Right, Andrew, £5.90. And it's getting very close to the end, isn't it? Fire, something to burn. Destiny, Soria, fire with fire. Two sisters, divided, they burn. That doesn't make sense. £2.50 from Jeremy. This one's got much nicer colour. I love that kind of burnt orange, yellow, glowy. You see it in the light there, isn't it? Shiny and glossy and lovely. And this one's, it's the Fairy Loot books. Really nice. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Really are quite stunning books. We're up at £4.20 from Alan. Shall we see what the signature's like on this one? Right, okay. Those that write books that go out in Fairy Loots are the laziest bams going when it comes to their signatures. They just write their initials in a lazy fashion. It's not even clear initials. It's just a big squiggle. But anyway, it is signed by the author. It is a Fairy Loot first edition. And it is, I mean, all joking aside, it is a lovely book. The Fairy Loot books really are awfully nice. And even the inside dust jacket, so you can reverse it and make it look a bit whack. I think that's the prettiest of these books, I think, that I've got going out today. Anyway, we're at £5.50 with Andrew Ward, so let's count down. 15, 14, 13. Oh, I can see the clock, and I'm going to give it 10 seconds from now. Oh, but then Steve bid. So we'll give it 10 seconds from now. Yeah, I'm watching the clock. I'm watching the clock. I'm watching the comments. £5.75, so another 10 seconds from now. £5.80. Right, so that takes us to 37.09. Oh, £5.80. Oh, £5.85. Oh, they like this. I'd be quite happy to have that on the shelf, to be honest. Never made any kind of reselling stuff. £6 from Andrew. So let's give it to 1:37 and 30 seconds, which means we're going 5, 4, 3. Ooh, it ramped up. Alan's coming at 6.25, beating Steve's £6.05. Now, see, the small increments are good if you win, but if they ain't enough, they ain't enough. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alan, it is yours. We've got an Alan back in the sheet. It's been too long without an Alan. Well, like 3 listings, so not that long, but everything's relative. Right, so that one is going to Alan, and now we're on to the last lot, which I'm sure is why you are all here. Now, you may know, or you may not know, I sold one of these, not these particular titles, but a Brandon Sanderson hardcover, first edition, not signed, nothing fancy. Went for £250, and it took about a day and a half to sell. So that's what you're looking at now. And it was this book, only this is just the paperback version, which sells for between £5 and £10 in eBay. So it's not quite the same. But as well as that, it's this book, which again sells for between £5 and £10 in eBay. This is in really good condition. I think it's been read. You can feel one crack in the spine, but that's about all there is to it. Andrew straight in at £8. Now, there is this one, which is a hardcover. Is it a first edition? Now, there's some debate about whether or not that makes it a first edition. I only say first when it just has a 1 and nothing else. So I'm never sure if it really does mean that because it's still got a 1 on it, you take the lowest number, or should you be taking the highest number? or does that whole line become irrelevant? I'm just never entirely sure, but I have seen that copy with that series of digits listed as a first edition for 25, 35, even £50. It's a bit crazy. But yeah, that Brandon Sanderson one there, but at £12 from Andrew Ward. And I've still got a good one to show you. Elantris, which does sell and has sold for $50 plus. And see, this is where the additions thing gets confusing, because if you say it's the lowest number is a 0. So does that mean it's first edition or not? I really don't know. I mean, it is a first edition, but is it a first print first edition? It's all of these things. But Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, this one does go for, you know, not quite stupid money, but it can go for some very good money, and it's a lovely looking book in itself. It's got nothing fancy on the hardcover, not like the Fairy Loot ones, but a nice book. Anyway, my goodness, sorry, I'm blabbing away. I wasn't even watching the bids there. We're up at £18 from Andrew for 4 Brandon Sanderson books. Is anybody willing to go higher than that? Let's count down from 15 and find out. So we shall say 15, 14, 13. This is the last lot of the night as well, by the way. So just if it gets you really excited and you want to spend a fortune, please, now's the time. Feel free. 11, 10. Oh, we've got another bid in there. 20 quid from Alan. 15, 14, 13, 12, 22 from Andrew. So we'll give it another 15 seconds. I'm not going to keep counting all the time. That must be as annoying for you guys as it is for me, hearing my own voice doing it. I'm just going to keep my eye on the clock. We're at £22.50, so we'll stick another 10 seconds on from now. £22.50 for 4 cracking Brandon Sanderson books, 2 hardcovers. You can decide yourself what edition they are. I know what I think. And 2 paperbacks, 24 quid, £24.50. Oh, the Allens are in. The Allens are in. You're not beating the Allens. Nobody's beating the Allens. Let's go 10 seconds from round about now. So that'll take us down to £24.75 from Steve. Oh, I'm glad you're not going up in pennies, and at least it's 25 pence. That seems slightly more sensible. So we're at 24. We'll do it like the auctioneer usually do it. £24.75. Do I hear 30? Do I hear 30? 40, 45, 50. 50. Do I hear £50 for 4 Brandon Sanderson books? Or £24.76? Whatever you want to stick in. £24.80. Yeah, that's a fair compromise between 50 and £24.76, isn't it? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's an Alan that wins the final lot of the day for £24.80. Let me just get your name written on the sheet. Oh, Andrew's come in at 25. Oh, right. Alan, I'll give you 10 seconds to go £25 and a penny if you want them. The lag thing is infuriating for people as well as me. So we're going to let Andrew's bid for 25 come in, because he typed it in before it got there. So we'll give you another few seconds. If you want it for £25 and a penny, now is your chance to do so. And this time we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andrew for £25. So that's a tight one. But scores on the doors. Right, that's everything done. So Andrew, you won the final lot of the day. I'll put them over there. So thank you all for your patience and perseverance in coming through this. I genuinely thought this would be closer to an hour. Shows what I know. I'll just need to slim it down if we do it again. Thank you all for taking part. Anyone who didn't take part last time and I don't already have your details, please email me your YouTube username along with your real name and your shipping address to bigbundlesofbooks@gmail.com. Details are in the description of the video, so you can always find that one there. If you want to see more of this, let me know and I'll see what I can find to include. Trying to do this by a book type, but that always ends up being slightly difficult. Yeah, let's see where it goes. So get me your details over if I've already got them. You don't need to, obviously, because I can just invoice you from there. I will email you back an invoice which you can pay via PayPal. That will include the shipping cost, and it's just actual shipping cost for whatever volume you've won there. And as soon as that's paid, I'll get them shipped out. Most part, it'll be Royal Mail. Some of them might go DPD. It really depends on just where they're going, the size of the lot, and which one's going to be the most appropriate. So thank you all again. Thank you all for taking part. Tiana, what happened, man? What happened? You didn't bid on anything. I actually today picked up some books that I thought, oh, you'll quite like them. But I've gone and listed them on eBay. I thought, oh, well, I'll maybe do them in a couple of weeks if they're still sitting there. But a big stack of Robin Hobbs, nice hardcovers. So maybe next time. But yes, thank you all for taking part. I'll no doubt see you all soon. Get your details over if I don't already have them, and I'll get these books out to you as quickly as I can. Thanks again. Have a good night. Thank you so much for taking part and for all your support in this, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Yes, end stream. Why does it not end when you click end?